Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of HighfivewithPrekshya. And today we have Nirmal Chandran, who is a co-founder of LifeWheel. Let's get started with his journey. Hello Nirmal, how are you?
Hi, Prekshya. Thank you for having me here, and it means a lot to be in this podcast.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Nirmal, let's get started with the podcast.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So Nirmal, can you please tell me about how did you start this business and what problem are you solving in the market?
Great. I'll keep it really short. So earlier we were into a digital marketing agency business where we used to work with a lot of clients and we used to deliver amazing results. But despite being all that, we did not get the respect that we were supposed to get. And it was always challenging for us that every time they used to demand results as if we owe it to them. So then what eventually happened was, like, no matter how much we gave, it was never enough for them. And we thought, okay, just because the control is with somebody else, nothing wrong though, the control is with somebody else, or maybe we didn't establish the authority as much as we were supposed to. We thought we would like to create an identity for myself or ourselves. In fact, that's when my co-founder told me, let's create something which will give us an identity. And then we left that idea as such. We benched it. We didn't think about it for the next few months. And one fine random afternoon, we were like, okay, there is a good scope for something into the life education space. Let's do a bit of brainstorming. I had my team over. We were discussing and the name LifeWheel popped up in my head, and the rest, everything, God has been kind with us and it's been a great journey for us overall. So the problem that we are trying to solve in this market is everybody goes for jobs. Everybody has something to attend to, maybe their business or like freelancing or anything. But the moment they go back home or a place they could call home, are they sleeping well? Is their relationship fine with their partner or their family? Are they able to stay productive even during work or at home? Or at the end of the day, are they being happy by letting off their anxiety, fears and everything? Nobody addresses these problems in the market. They believe like you just have to keep going ahead in your career. But when you look behind, your personal life is a mess, and even my life could be a testimony for that. So we wanted to bridge that gap by focusing more on life skills, because we want to lay life skills as the foundation so that people can perform better at their jobs and growth naturally becomes inevitable. What do you say?
Amazing. That is how everything has come out as the life.
Yeah. And we have simplified it into a very simple word. If I can sum it up, it would be habits. We help people initiate life-changing habits, whether it is in sleep or spirituality. We have a lot of programs ranging in LifeWheel, and we solve these problems one life-changing habit at a time.
That's amazing. Fantastic. You're doing an amazing job in this world.
Thank you.
Great. So who has been your inspiration and what are you taking it from them that you're applying it in your business?
So the biggest inspiration would be Mind Valley, because they are the best in this entire world. And we look up to them almost on a day-to-day basis. We get heavily inspired by what Mind Valley does, and we're just trying to play our small part in ensuring India gets something as good as Mind Valley over here. So this is whom we look up to. I really love Mr. Vishen for the way he has carried Mind Valley as such, and they have an amazing platform. We look up to them every day and we are heavily inspired by Mind Valley. I don't mind admitting that.
I hope this video reaches Vishen.
I would love to meet you, Mr. Vishen. It would be a blessing and a privilege for me to meet you, and I'm always inspired by you for the amazing job that you do.
Wow, he just gave that fan moment.
Yeah.
So, what were the initial problems that you faced with your business? Like, how did you overcome it?
Luckily, there were no problems as such, but we did not know how to scale it.
Okay.
So the initial few months, like, we just had a couple of coaches and we were trying to make things work for them without realizing the fact that we are trying to build a larger platform and aggregate a business. I was just holding on. Again, the agency mindset hopped in. I wanted to ensure I give results to the first few people who trusted in me. I took a little bit of time over there, but the moment I realized, okay, the more the merrier. Now we have a panel of 14 amazing coaches, and the best part is each and everyone complement each other. So that's how, like, I was just trying to create one ripple. Now I'm creating like many ripples over here and there, and that is giving us a massive scale than what I originally thought it would be.
Awesome.
Otherwise, like, it was a smooth start for us. Like we played it really small. We learned how to sustain for a longer period of time, and then we got into the mode of scaling.
That's amazing. That's amazing. What inspires you to move forward with LifeWheel every day? What are the changes? What are the motivations that you're getting?
The fact that people walk out of our programs with a smile in their heart
Wow.
means everything to me. And with every individual initiating a life-changing habit, every family initiates a life-changing habit as well, and the ripple effect just keeps going on. So we have created a ripple of 3 lakh plus impacts, that is people who have taken our programs in the past 3.5 years. And like I'm sure it's just going to get better, and we have a very strong vision. We want to ensure every Indian household initiates a life-changing habit. And if they can do that, like this country is going to be better, the society is going to be better, and it all starts with an individual being better.
That is so true, and I completely resonate with that thing. You make that one person better, and everybody around him just starts getting better.
True.
That is so true. And one final question for you. Thank you so much for sticking with us till the end. One final question to you would be, what is that one piece of advice you would like to give that young entrepreneur who's watching your video and who wants to start his business?
Okay. Start small, sustain it good enough, and then scale big. Because most people tell you it's okay to start small and scale big eventually. But I want you to understand, when you go to the mode of scaling your business, 0 multiplied by any bigger number is still 0. You have to start somewhere. You need to learn how to sustain it for a bit of time, and then scaling will naturally happen. If I have to sum this up, your first 1 lakh or 1 crore is hard to make, but the second one is inevitable. I just want you to keep that in mind. Work hard enough to ensure you sustain to an extent, you make your first 7 or 8 figures, then scale will follow. All right.
What a beautiful advice. That is really nice to have
Thank
you
you.
here. I'm sure our audiences would have got so many insights. Thank you so much.
Definitely. In 5 minutes. Of
Yeah,
course.
absolutely. 5 minutes of high quality content is all that you need to, improve yourself every day.
I really love this idea of the high five, where you're going to get high quality content in 5 minutes. So cheers to you, Preksha.
Yes, thank
And
you
you're
for
going
that.
to do a lot more in the coming days. So may you interview bigger and bigger names eventually.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is going to happen.
Thank you for
soon.
having me here.
Thank you so much.